What's up, guys? I want to talk to you about Darth Vader, number 21. I don't know why I did that voice. I just thought it was fun. By the way, this looks pretty cool. Kind of X-Wings. I don't know. I think it's some kind of card game or whatever. Or dice rolling game. Looks pretty neat. Anyways. Oh, there's Fantastic Four. I want to not spoil that because I've got this one coming up next. Anyways, alright, Darth Vader. Sorry, that's what you actually came onto this this video to watch. Alright, so this issue was really good. I really enjoyed, especially the beginning. It starts off and you see like a young Anakin, and he's kind of got a mask on, and it turns out it's just Darth Vader looking into an empty room where he once stood as a kid. And interestingly, like Darth Vader, the reason he never goes back to Tatooine is because it would remind him of his past life. And so he's going to Mustafar supposedly because he felt something that, he wanted to explore. But I think really one of the main reasons is it reminds him of his pain. And so Mustafar is going to give him the connection to the dark side that he needs, to the anger, because he can look upon where Obi-Wan basically killed him, and or mutilated him, and his anger can continue to burn over time, and so he can hold and continue to light the flame of his anger and his hatred, which would give him strength as a Sith. And so I think that's the main reason. Now, the only thing I didn't like about this issue was it made 0 sense to me why he would try to crash the Naboo starfighter. Maybe because he wanted it to look like he does. That's my running theory. But Darth Vader's had some really sleek looking ships. And it might just be because this Naboo fighter is the one that he traveled on as a kid, and he wants to burn the thing that gives him memories and make it look like who he is now. It is no longer the sleek, shiny, perfect thing. It has been burned. It has been destroyed, and so it reflects who he is. And so I thought that was interesting. They never really explain it, but I like the way they get to it. It didn't make sense in the time, but it kind of makes sense now. Once they show you the ship, I don't know. You're as confused as this lady who's supposed to be like a captain room decorator, which I thought was dumb. But I like her. She's a cool character, I think. Some of the artwork isn't the best. Like, look at this. That's not a really good face right there. And honestly, if I were in this position, I'd be like this sidekick of hers who is just terrified. This is what I would be like if I were around Darth Vader right there. I would just have that face of horror like all the time. Just like, oh no, this guy's about to kill me at any time. Any wrong thing I said. Now there's this weird thing about the helmet. I guess I'll explain it in the next issue. We've got a preview for what the next cover is going to look like. So I felt like they should have turned his body a little bit toward the mask, but it is what it is. So let's see here. So she's sitting there trying to find like the perfect base design for Vader, and she's a personal gift from Darth Sidious, which is super weird, but he's kind of a classy guy. Sidious is. He likes the comforts of regality, and Darth Vader comes from the planet Tatooine. He's never had regality, and so I don't think he really likes it. If anything, I think he likes things that are very simple and plain and coarse. and Sandy. It gets everywhere. Tatooine. I just happened to be wearing the shirt. I had it in my last video too. I didn't even play that. That's funny. Sorry, I crack myself up sometimes. Anyways, she's about to threaten him. He steals her gun. I thought that was pretty clever. He shows her who's boss. I like this girl 100 times better than Dr. Aphra. I liked Dr. Aphra in the Darth Vader book as kind of like a side character. I don't understand why she has her own comic book. I really don't understand that. Like, she's not that interesting of a character. Apparently, there are people who buy that comic book. I'm like, more power to you. You buy whatever you want to. I'm happy that you have a comic book that you like, but I don't understand it at all. I do not understand why you would buy that book. She is nowhere near as cool as Darth Vader. And there's so many other characters that could have an awesome comic book that don't, but Dr. Aphra does. Makes zero sense. Like Luke Skywalker, we haven't had one of him yet. We could have him with, oh man, I just had images of, like, on the cover, young Luke Skywalker from Episode 6 with the gloved hand holding his Episode 6 lightsaber that's green. Oh, that would be beautiful. Beautiful cover. Make it happen, Disney. Make it happen. Anyways, that's a side rant to this issue. This girl has a purpose. It's a weird purpose. Like, I guess there are designers and bases. I don't know. Just really interesting character. Again, some of the artwork isn't the best. There's some weird creature things going on here in Mustafar. I don't know what that's about. I guess we'll find out in the next issue when we find out about this masked guy. This mask. And she's destined and determined to build him a good base. But then maybe she dies at the end? I don't know. She gets shot. I'm sure she'll live. They wouldn't kill her off. But maybe they did. It's hard to tell. I don't know. Look, you tell me. Is she dead or is she alive? So, yeah. Sorry if I spoiled that for me. You hear her scream, "Aye!" And then you see her lying on a thing and on the ramp and the exit ramp, and she's got to blast her hole, like, let's see, right here, something like that. Anyways, for those of you who didn't know, that's my right side. Heart's over here. She got hit here, so I don't know. He kills the masked guy, whoever puts the mask on, but on second thought, kind of looks like the lieutenant from earlier, or, well, I don't know if he's a lieutenant. I'm calling him a lieutenant because I don't have a better word to call him. Let's see, she probably just calls him something. Lieutenant Rogo. So I think that might be Lieutenant, who put on the mask for some weird, stupid reason and gets sliced up by Darth Vader. I guess he killed the captain or commander. I don't know what it. Gotta find this again. Colonel Bren. I don't know. Brenne. Okay. Y'all didn't really come here to watch all that kind of rambling. Anyways, really love the issue. Really fun. Really good. I love that Darth Vader speaks very little. I think that's just perfect. So I think I would have a hard time picking up or wanting to write a series about Darth Vader. There are other series that I would love to write, but Darth Vader would be one that I would hesitate for, because if you don't get Darth Vader correctly, then you've ruined the book. So these guys get Darth Vader well. I feel like this series is stronger than the other one. There's only been a couple issues I didn't care for in this one, but the other one had a couple, or whole runs that I didn't care for. or whole story, a couple stories I didn't care for. This one has only had 1 or 2 issues I didn't like, so it is what it is. I like this seems to be like clear cut stories, so the stories don't really flow into each other, which I like. Like you get little snippets. I mean, they're all in, I guess, chronological order, but they're very little snippets. And then you see like the next thing, he's going on the next mission, and the other ones seem to all kind of weave and tie together. Which I mean, there's a place for both, but I feel like the things that I didn't like in some of the stories ended up in other stories, and so yeah. All right, so really enjoyed this one. Really good buy. Darth Vader series. If you're not on it, you should get on it. I've read both of them so far from Marvel. Excellent, excellent. So that's my review. Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you enjoy this book? Did you not like it? And I will catch you next time. Peace.